Okay, now we will do chapter 2, IT strategy, CIS4203. And it is on chapter 2 from the book. We'll continue our discussion on IT and business alignment, and then we will learn about the steps to write IT strategy plan and to integrate IT governance framework. Okay. One of the very important topics about governance, and I mentioned this in our previous chapter, is aligning of IT and business objectives. Okay. And according to Craig Simmons, aligning IT strategy with business strategy has been one of the top issues confronting IT and business executives for more than 20 years. This is really still true. Okay. Because alignment is very important, but it's hard. It's elusive. Okay. IT and business alignments begins and ends with good IT governance. Okay. So what is alignment? We are saying alignment. Alignment focuses on activities that IT and business executives within an organization should do. They should work jointly to meet the business objectives. Okay, or business goals. So meaning that they should develop and sustain a mutually cooperative relationship between IT and business. Okay, that benefit both parties, IT and business. Okay, IT executives should be recognized as essential to the development of credible business strategies and operations. Okay. And business executives be considered equally essential to the development of credible IT strategies and operations. All right. So benefits and challenges of IT business alignment. Benefits are reduced digital friction, conflict, improve visibility, improve customer engagement, cost reduction, fuels, encourage innovation, results in faster delivery times and increasing speed to market. Also, adapt to new technologies, make it faster. So what are the challenges? We talked about some of the challenges in the previous lecture. Lack of the trust between IT and business leaders, or lack of good communication or miscommunication between them. Reluctance by IT or the business teams to get control. They might. It's all about communication, by the way, and it's how they want to control, who will take control, or how they will share control. Okay. Also, lack of required business acumen in the IT department. Okay. Lack of required technology knowledge in the business function. Yani business, they don't understand IT, and IT don't understand business. You see how different language, they talk, both of them talking different language. That's why there is a gap. Okay. Inability of CIO and IT team to circulate the financial impacts of technology initiatives. You see, all it's coming to the communication. So we have this important maturity level for IT alignment. By the way, they are, you need to know these levels. In the exam, they might give you like a case study, and then they will ask you the organization is under which level of this. Always come. Okay. So we have these 5 levels. The lowest one is level number 1, which is ad hoc. Here, there is a complete lack of any efforts to align IT and business strategy. Okay. And IT functions in a purely support role. Only support. They don't do any governance. They don't do anything with business. So we call it ad hoc. All right. Just hold on, please. so please study the maturity level. أول واحد أدوك اللي هو أقل, the least one. يعني there is no efforts to align IT with business. Then we have initial process. Here there is evidence that the organization recognized the need to align IT and business strategy. Then we have repeatable processes. There is awareness of alignment, and alignment activities are under development. Then we have defined and managed processes for alignment, and the best one is optimized process. Here everything is okay, in control, and there is advanced understanding of IT and business strategy alignment. Okay? So they will ask you, they will give you a case, and they will tell you they are under which maturity level and why. Chapter 3. Chapter 2, sorry, week 3. All right? Here we have some examples. We have Committee of Sponsoring Organizations, COSO, اللي هم frameworks that will help align IT and business. COSO, and we have IT Investment Management, ITIM. Okay. So COSO has served as a blueprint for establishing internal controls that promote efficiency, minimize risks, and to ensure the reliability of financial statements and comply with the laws and regulations. So COSO mainly about financial part of alignment. Okay, it's a set of principles that helps organizations design, implement, and maintain effective internal controls. Who developed it? It's developed by COSO, the Committee of Sponsoring Organizations of the Tradeway Commission. Okay? Mainly about improving financial reporting. It consists of 5 components: control environment, risk assessment, control activities, information and communication between staff, stakeholders, and monitoring and feedback. Okay. Here we have a case study. Let's say ADCB Bank is a financial company and has recently experienced a series of financial discrepancies and regulatory compliance issues. The company's management is concerned about the overall efficiency and reliability of its internal controls. Which framework for aligning business and IT would be most effective and addressing the issues faced by ADCB Corporation? Okay. Describe how the identified framework can be used by ADCB to address these issues. So what are the issues? Financial reporting discrepancies. So COSO is the best. We have another case study. This you can do in the activity time, okay? And here we have the answers, by the way. You see here, the first answer is COSO for the first case study. So the answers are given to you. Okay, now we have the ITIM framework. This is for investment management. Okay, the General Accounting Office, this is a government agency in the US, developed the ITIM framework. It provides a method for evaluating and assessing how well an agency is selecting its IT investments, aligning the IT investment to support the agency mission, and managing its IT resources and investments. Okay? You see what's the difference? So ITIM is about IT investments. First one, COSO, is about financial reporting alignment. Here we have also, these are the processes: demand management, feasibility study, project planning and execution. feasibility study اللي بيسموها دراسة جدوى. Okay. Project planning and execution, benefits realizations, continuous improvements. See, always there is monitoring, continuous improvements, feedback, because it's a loop. It's a loop. This is a continuous process. So these are, so we remember we said for alignment, we have 5 stages for maturity alignment. Also for ITIM framework, we have these stages. Stage 1 is also called ad hoc or initial. Okay, please be careful. There it's called ad hoc only. Phase 1 is called ad hoc. Second phase is initial. Here, phase 1 is called, or stage 1 is called ad hoc or initial. Okay. Here, everything is unstructured and reactive approach to IT investment. Stage 2, developing practices. So here they started, yani in this stage, they started to understand, to be aware of the importance of alignment. Okay. So characteristics, basic ITIM processes are established, such as how you select priority, how you give priority criteria. Stage 3 is portfolio management. Stage 2 is, stage 3 is portfolio management. Here we shift from a project-centric approach to a portfolio view. Yani we think about the project in a holistic view. Not only think about each project by itself, no, how they are connected. What is our plan? Okay. Stage number 4, continuous improvement. Stage number 5, which is the optimal, اللي هي optimized and transformational. Okay. Here we have advanced ITIM practices are implemented, such as risk-based prioritization and so on. Okay. So ITIM maturity provides a valuable roadmap for organizations to improve their IT investments, management practices, and ensure that IT resources are delivering maximum value. This is really, this slide and the previous slide, they are important. You can mark them.
The ITM processes, the ITM maturity.
Yeah, that's initial stages. And why it is important to know this maturity level. Lower this one. See here, they explain why it's important. All right, now we'll do the case study in the activity time. Okay. All right. So developing an IT strategic plan. Strategic plan is like a roadmap for the future. Without a long-range plan, Okay. So what is strategic? Strategic is something long term. Strategic plan, yani long term plan. What is the other word opposite of strategic? Tactical. Very good. Tactical. Tactical, yani it's short term. All right. So strategic plan starts with mission and vision. Okay. Also, it includes a SWOT analysis. Remember, I told you about the SWOT. Okay. It will identify technical, human, and financial resources. Okay. SWOT analysis, please let me explain to you SWOT. It's very important. Okay. SWOT is strength, weaknesses. Strength and weaknesses, they are related to the present time and they are internal to the organization. Opportunities and threat, they are about the future and they are external. خلاص؟ Opportunities and threats, they are external and future. First two, SWOT, strength and weakness, they are present and internal. Okay. See here, they are all mentioned here. Okay. So these are the questions you need to ask. What are the strengths? How we can maximize them? What are the weaknesses? How can we reduce or eliminate the weakness? What are the opportunities? How can we benefit from them? What are the threats? These are the things, by the way, you will do when you do your project report. Team project file. Okay. So when you do a SWOT analysis, you do a table like this. أحسن. حط SWOT. So when you are doing your IT strategy plan, first you are in the current, you want to move where you want to be in the future. You have the gaps, gap analysis, yani what is the distance, how I can reach there. And then you put your transformation plan. Your transformation plan should include your frameworks.
Structure, process.
Yani ISO, ITIL, COSO, ITIM. Okay. Gap analysis, I have already explained to you gap analysis, what it is. The purpose of gap analysis is to document the difference between the baseline and the target architectures. It identifies components, building blocks that are added, deleted, and changed. Okay? It is used to consider what may have been forgotten or missed. All right? Yes, Brian. Yes? to find out and document the difference between the baseline and the target architectures. Okay, and identify the building blocks of the architecture that are added, deleted, or changed. Okay. So gap is simply anything that changes and can be categorized into the following. It can be a business domain gap, people gap, training, process gap, maybe the process is wrong or inefficient, and so on, or information gap, things like that, or financial gap. There is another way they use to put the strategic plan. We call it pressure point analysis. Pressure point يعني the key points. يعني they build the plan according to what is very important. Okay. We call this pressure point analysis. Okay. Is one of the methods used in industry to develop a business and IT strategic plan. It is based on analyzing internal and external pressures and trends and addressing 6 basic questions. اللي هم same to gap. Where are we? Why we need to change? What could we do? What should we do? Because sometimes we should do this, but we cannot do it. So we have to be realistic. So this is the business and IT strategy and plan development framework. Have a look at it, please. You see here? This is the current state. شايفين هاي as is. Where are we now? We do a SWOT analysis. Okay. We study the current state. Okay. Where we want to be, our vision. We build our vision statement. Okay. We check all the opportunities, the threats, weaknesses. Okay, and we put them. So this is يعني a framework for business and IT strategy and plan development framework. So this is the continue of the questions. How do we get there? This, okay. So from the IT plan, we try to select the IT imperatives which enables and improves the business imperatives. All right. And then we need to measure, monitor. Did we arrive? Did we reach where we want to be or not? So always feedback and monitoring is important. You will find it always at the end, the last stage. Because the last stage, feedback will take you back to the first stage to improve. Okay? That's why it's a loop. Okay? And there is always more than option. يعني, there is always more than one possible target architecture. Okay? But you need to choose. And your management, like CEO, they need to, management board maybe need to choose which strategic architecture framework is better for your organization. Okay. Any questions?